Whenever I think of my mother, I stare at flowers. Petunias, I think, is what she became. Jack and I have been walking since morning. Morning started in a land of towers made of steel and glass, battered and beaten by sandstorms. Dubai, or at least it looked like Dubai. Bleached bones sealed up inside expensive cars. We stop to eat an apple in the shadow of a bridge but leave before the veins collapse. It takes 3 hours to find better weather. 3 hours with only one stop to sleep for a day. The street sighs under our backs. We tie our ropes together before we sleep, like we always do. Jack screams in his sleep. I've never told him that, but I think he knows. I ball up my coat and put it over his head to quiet him when it's especially bad. You never know who's listening. Who would kill you for the shoes on your feet? This morning has gone on too long, Jack says with a tired throat. How long do you think it's been? I know I didn't have a beard yesterday. I used to pray to the clouds when I felt scared, but I haven't prayed to them in a long time. They can't do anything for me. I can't tell if I can't get scared anymore or if I'm just scared all the time. If a heart attack lasted 5 years, by the 3rd year it would feel normal. That's how my mother stayed married so long to my father. Are these petunias? I ask Jack, but he can't hear me because of all the flies. We've been walking in silence, and the flies like the silence. Jack asks what I said, but the petunias are already behind us. I love Jack. I love him more than my heart can take. My coat is heavy with his screams. I can't remember a time, a life, before him. The world before him was dull and without meaning. Now nothing makes sense and everything has meaning, but that's not his fault. We once watched a pack of wolves floating like dandelions across a field. We didn't say a word about it during or since, but I could tell he found it as moving as I did. The wolves disintegrating on the air. That night a caravan of black cars passed us by. The windows were so dark we couldn't see the drivers. A cold feeling passed through me as the cars drove by. It felt like a funeral procession and I was late. Do you think he's alive? He asks me as he ties the ropes together. I tell him yes, but then I can't fall asleep. That he could doubt it for even a moment is like a squeeze on my lungs. Like battery acid to the backs of my eyes. I can't breathe with those words about our son in the air. He spends the night howling into my coat. Like wolves scattered on the wind.